What's going on YouTube, and welcome to Anteiku Nation, my home, your home for all things gaming and all things Cardfight Vanguard Zero. Today we're going to be taking a look at the upcoming Booster Set 2 Banquet of Divas. In this video, we'll be going over the triple rare and the double rare cards in this set, also some free to play budget friendly cards that you guys can look forward to. Don't forget guys to hit the like button if you liked this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell so that you can be notified each and every time that we upload a new video. I'd also like to mention that I will be doing a 100 sub GameStop gift card giveaway. Once the channel reaches 100 subs, I will randomly pick 2 subscribers, so all you have to do to participate is be a subscriber to the channel. And with all that being said guys, let's dive right into it. With the release of Banquet of Divas, the current clans of Royal Paladin, Kagero, Oracle Think Tank, and Novas get further support. But in this set, we are also introduced to a new clan, the Bermuda Triangle, which is a clan based on mermaids from the nation of Megalonica. This set introduces a new mechanic to Zero, the Ride Chains. Ride Chains begin at grade 0, and each grade has a way of looking through the deck for the next grade. This is a way to try and fix being grade locked. This set will bring changes to the meta, and put Nova's perfect Razor deck on the map. This set will see the rise of a highly popular and infamous deck for Oracle Think Tank, Tsukuyomi, and give Royals a few new toys with Garmo and his pups and the Galahad Ride Chain. Kagero gets its own Ride Chain in Amber Dragons, as does Nova Grappler with Stern Blaukluger, and the Ride Chains, they were super fun back in the early days of Vanguard, and it doesn't look like they will disappoint in Zero. First up on the list is none other than Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi is Oracle's Ride Chain, and her grade 3 ability is if you have 6 cards in the soul, to simply counterblast 2, draw 2, and place 1 card in the soul from the hand. This is a simply amazing skill to net hand advantage and search for your PG or Silent Tom so that you can finish the game. I can promise you that going forward you will see this deck for a very long time, and I advise you if you want to play Oracles, get 4 of this card and 4 of Amaterasu. Next up is Nova Grappler's Perfect Razor. Perfect Razor will be Nova's new champion. His skill is that during your turn, he gets plus 3000 for every Razor in the soul. If 4 more are in the soul, he gains a natural crit. Also when placed on the Vanguard circle, you can counterblast 2 to place a Battle Razor into your hand. Finally, free of cost, you can place all of your Razor rearguards from the field into the soul. This guy was stomping games in the Japanese meta, and I have no doubt you'll be seeing this bad boy for a long time to come. He is truly a force to be reckoned with, and just an overall amazing card for Zero. Moving on, we have Royal's Fang of Light Garmo. Garmo gains 1000 for each Snowgle or Bluegle on the field. So the more pups you have on the field, the stronger that he gets. And unlike Alfred, this guy can be boosted. So in place, you can discard a card to call 1 Snowgle or Bluegle from the deck. He also gives all of his pups intercepts, so you'll never need to worry about not having interceptors on the field. Garmo is just a strong card, and I'm a bit torn on how good he will actually be, only because you literally have to build a deck around him, and this does not allow for much customization. I can't say how much this card will affect the meta moving forward, but it was stated that his skill nullifies Blockade, as his skill takes priority. So time will tell exactly how good Garmo will end up being in the meta. Looking at Kagero gets Draconic Waterfall. Waterfall seems to be really underwhelming to me, as his skill lets him gain 3000 when he attacks, as well as you can discard a grade 3 when it attacks to gain an additional 10k boost. Now this boost only happens if you are below the attack power of the opponent's Vanguard, meaning you want your rearguard to deal damage to their Vanguard before he attacks. I honestly never liked these skills for Waterfall, as they are similar to his skills back in the original series. If it was anything like how V Format did Waterfall, then I would have loved to see Waterfall in this game. But for now, I just don't see this card seeing a whole lot of play. Yeah, I may be wrong, but it's another wait and see game with this card, guys. Bermuda Triangle, who got 2 RRR grade 3s in this set, and I suspect that that's to keep them up with the other clans that have more options already. First up is top Idol Pacifica. This card lets you gain 3000 power provided you have 4 more rearguards. And if you know Bermuda, they have rear guards. They have rear guards. She also lets you soul charge one during the main phase and to draw a card and place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. So she does get the Mega Blast treatment with a Counter Blast 4, Soul Blast 6 to call up to 3 rear guards from the deck, thus allowing for more attackers. This card single-handedly superior calls better than Royals, I have to say. And now we're going to take a look at Top Idol Riviere. She gains an additional 1000 if you have the Super Idol Riviere in the Soul. So she is Bermuda's Ride Chain. When her attack hits a Vanguard, you may Persona Blast to have 3 of your rear guards gain plus 5000 power. Persona Blast is also a new mechanic in Zero. So basically when the attack hits the Vanguard, you can take a copy of Top Idol Riviere from your hand and discard it. That is Persona Blast in a nutshell, and we will see more of this in upcoming sets. Bermudas have always been strong, and I hate to admit it as they're not my favorite clan, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Mermaids will be around for a very, very long time. So I do look forward to seeing how this clan shapes the meta, or how even the meta treats this clan. The final grade 3 goes to Velvet Voice Reindeer. Her skill is fairly simple as she lets you bounce a rear guard back to your hand upon drive checking at grade 3. And you can then call another card to an open rear guard circle. So here we see a little bit of Nova and multi-attacking, only you're not restanding, you're calling a fresh unit to the field to attack with. Bermudas is a kind of clan that, it does what other clans do individually, but Bermuda just gets all of those abilities, and it makes the clan just kind of dumb at times. The last triple R of the set is a Bermuda Triangle as well, and it is a grade 2 Pearl Sisters Perla. Simply, her skill is when an attack hits the Vanguard, you may Soul Blast 1 to bounce a rear guard back to your hand. This is a good skill to protect your interceptors from getting killed off, or nuke, pop, whatever you want to call it, by your opponent, or to open up plays for Reindeer as she can call a new unit to an open rear guard. Looking at the budget decks, guys, and cards that you will see play as, for more free-to-play players that are very friendly to the free-to-play format, are going to be double rares of the set. We honestly get some really good cards in Stern Blaukluger. This is our first official restanding Vanguard in Zero. Blau is Nova's Ride Chain, and he gets a plus 1000 bonus for having Blaukluger in the Soul, and when his attack hits the Vanguard, you may Counterblast 2, discard 2, to restand the entire middle column. However, he does lose Twin Drive once this skill is activated. This can be a really good pressure piece, provided the opponent doesn't either PG or hits a damage trigger. But damage trigger or not, so long as he hits his first initial attack, he's going to be attacking again, which gives you a third drive check for the turn. I am personally looking forward to Blau. The fact that he is only a double rare makes him even sweeter in my opinion. Next up, we revisit Oracle Think Tank, who got Imperial Daughter. And at first glance, I was kind of like, oof, they gave her the same old school ability, nothing grandioso like her V format skill, but she is not on par with Tsukuyomi. She can be fun, as her skill states that as long as you don't have rear guards, she will gain a 10,000 bonus and a crit. Thing is that 10,000 sticks even on your opponent's turn, so they will face an Imperial wall when it comes to Imperial Daughter, as she will be a whopping 21k on their turn, provided you do not have rear guards, and most clans can't reach those numbers without a little bit of luck or help. The big drawback is that she naturally has restraint, which means she cannot attack unless you pay the cost of placing one rear guard into your soul, but you can stack this ability to soul charge a rear guard. So there is a payoff there to help, meet the requirement of her bigger skill that you actually want. Overall, she will be fun to mess around with, but that's probably about it. There is a deck in the Japanese format called Imperial Staller, but we will see if this deck actually transitions over into the English format or not, so be on the lookout for that one. Taking a look at Royals, double rare, they got Knight of Godly Speed Galahad. He's a simple card as he is their ride chain, and his skill on the Vanguard is if you have 6 or more cards in your soul, you can Counterblast 2 to gain plus 3000 and a crit. Now keep in mind this ability stacks, so you can activate that in multiples in a turn, so as long as you are able to actually pay the cost for it. This is very similar though in terms of Galahad skill, as only he is a bit more affordable to create as he is a double rare, and the deck itself shouldn't cost much to make, thus making Galahad not only a threatening unit, but very, very budget friendly. There's not much else I can say about this card, guys, as he just does what he does. Finally, we approach Kagero with their Amber Dragon Eclipse ride chain. Amber Dragons were very meh in the old format back in the days, and in Zero that doesn't change much. In Zero, his skills originally, when this unit attack hits the Vanguard, counterblast to retire 2 of your opponent's rear guards. Sadly, that ability got nerfed hard, as now it is only retire 1 unit. In the Japanese format, this card was a bit broken, as being able to pop 2 units was deemed way too strong for their format. So we are gifted with the OG Amber Dragon Eclipse, and it is just in all honesty. It's an oof for this card, unfortunately, as cool as it looks. Best part is that it is budget friendly, so it is easy to craft and you can make a deck around it. So there is some silver lining to be had there. We did get some more awesome grade 2 double rares in the form of Bellicosity Dragon, whose on-hit ability lets you countercharge 1 provided the attack hits the Vanguard. This card will be a staple in Kagero for a very, very, very long time. So I do suggest to go ahead and grab 4 copies of this guy if you plan on playing Kagero, or if you are already a die-hard Kagero player. Another honorable mention in the double rare slots is the high-powered Razor Custom, a very simple but necessary grade 2 for the Razor deck in Novas. His skill gives it an 8k bonus provided you have a Battle Razor in the rear guard behind him. All in all, guys, Set 2 is shaping up to be a very fun and interesting set, with lots of little gems here and there to keep everyone happy for a while. I think there will be some interesting decks to come out of this, and that this booster will definitely change the meta going forward, but also introduce us to some iconic cards that, if you are new to the game, you will hopefully grow to love these units. I am excited for new players getting to experience these amazing new cards for the very first time, and I hope for those that are veterans of the game, you can relive some of the good old days with these nostalgic units. Guys, I hope you found this video helpful, and I cannot wait for us to dive into this set in May. If you have any other thoughts, any comments, please drop them in the comments section below, and please don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you can enter my 100 sub giveaway. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, as always, stay strong, stay healthy, and stand up, my Vanguard!